In 2010, this woman named Amy found me via this channel, my Done With This Life 1 channel. She was abused as a child, sexually abused, and she has a website called Invisible Scars. And I used to write her things. She gave me permission to put her website. It's visiblescars.com, okay? Of course, she received condemnation from her family for telling the truth about how she was sexually abused. Now, we didn't stay friends, me and Amy, because just because you have abuse in common, whatever kind of abuse, we don't even have to have the same abuse. If you were abused as a kid, like I was and she was, but she's also married with kids and a devout Christian and whatnot, you know, and people like her, you know, women like that, men, whatever, you can care about me, but that, you know, and she reached out to me, but that doesn't mean we were going to remain good friends, you know. But in any case, invisible scars is what I'm referring to. And they're invisible because nobody sees them, you know. When you don't wind up locked up in jail because you snapped and killed somebody, or wind up in a mental hospital because you just snapped, period, you know, and you're just walking through the regular life and whatnot. Just like 12 years ago, a fan of mine on Alicia's World, my Earth Chem TV channel, called me a shadow warrior, okay? Anyway, shadow warrior, invisible scars. The people in the outside world don't know, okay? And they especially don't know if you look like I look, you know? When I was in college and I was at a dance club or whatever, some guy came up to me, he's like, oh, I bet you were a cheerleader in high school. No, actually, I was a lonely, friendless loser who loved to read and write and didn't know how to make friends and was pathetically, obscenely shy and whatnot. I was not a quote-unquote cheerleader. But, you know, people assume, we all assume. You know, we assume based on appearances, we assume, you know. Anyway, what I wanted to say right now about invisible scars and whatnot, in reference to what I've talked about in a couple of my videos, few of my videos, whatever, about how I just want to be touched again, and that's difficult to find, you know, because I'm supposed to be in a... I'm supposed to be an adult who, you know, I'm not, you know, who's had a lot of sex or whatnot, you know, and I was in an abusive relationship. I'm not ready to just hop into bed with any guy. Don't want to be with any guy who's gonna demand or expect sex from me, you know. So I'm thinking, since I have money coming in every month, I have money in the bank, why not pay? Why not pay just to get used to feeling worthy of experiencing that or whatnot? See, her shower is over with very quickly. Charlie pays. You know, granted, he pays for actual sex, but, you know, I'd be paying a hell of a lot less when I just want my ears nibbled on and my neck kissed and the guy to talk in my ear and tell me how beautiful and sexy I am and, you know, and rub my shoulders and back and whatnot. I wouldn't have to pay as much for that. Not even close. haven't experienced it, you can never understand. I don't want to be specific because I don't want, to get in trouble with this video, so I was with Donald for years, okay? He never, ever, ever switched positions. He'd do you-know-what to me as quickly as possible. You think that was satisfying? No. You wonder why I want just somebody who will, who wrote that song, Slow Hand? You know the lyrics to that. That's what I want. Who wrote 2 pointers? I don't know, it doesn't matter. It was only ever a missionary, and if I was not able to stay, excited, he would blame me. If you, what do you say, if you loved me, or if you were whatever, you'd be able to just by osmosis, Meanwhile, he was on so many psych meds that he took forever. And then he would always, do you-know-what to me at the very end as quickly as possible. And at the very end of our relationship, he stopped even doing that. And towards the end, last couple or 3 or so years, mouthwash first. See, I'm being vague, so a kid won't understand what I'm saying, but an adult will. And I'm not drinking anymore, And I say that because I was ready to, do stuff with that 66-year-old man and whatnot, and but I was drinking then. But I deserve, if I have the money, why not hire an escort just to touch me and stuff, but not anything sexual, not fulfill all my sexual desires or whatnot, just to get me used to being touched again, just you're in an abusive relationship, you're actually programmed. You're programmed. You're programmed. I'm not saying I was a perfect girlfriend, but you know what? On top of the abuse, the daily psychological abuse, I wasn't getting any kind of good sex to speak of, I was just dead. I was dead on the inside, and that's why I gained more and more weight. What did it matter? I also dressed frumpy. I'd walk around in whatever, out in the world, or he didn't care. He had me right where he wanted me. Because once I gained the weight, that his job was complete. Remember, I started off looking like I look now, except 12 years younger. And in the end, I look just like those pictures I've shown you guys. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. And he actually had the nerve to say to me that I ruined his life. couldn't even do you know what to him. Oh, he would blame me, of course, for his inability to respond to that. How I feel about that is funny how none of my one-night stands felt that way, huh? The ones I had before, unfortunately, got together with a borderline monster.